Yeah, go and relive those glory days. Take out your colours, blaze a cat. Feel like a hero. Well, we are talking about glory days quite a lot this morning. Why? Because Bafana are striving to find their glory days again in the 2013 AFCON, which kicks off this weekend with a fixture against Cape Verde Islands. It's going to be a tough one to open our account, but so much hope resting on their shoulders. One man who knows the international fold all too well, David Notoane, who is, of course, the assistant coach to Shakes Mashaba on the under-23 level and, of course, involved in the coaching staff at Santos. David, thank you so much for joining us this morning, part of our AFCON Brains Trust.
Thank you, Graham, and good morning to the viewers at home.
Are you inspired about AFCON 2013? Looking at Bafana's performances in recent weeks, how are you feeling about Bafana's chances in this all-important tournament?
Yeah, look, it's always great to have the tournament here at home in South Africa. So on that note, we're looking forward to some great football. In terms of Bafana, you know, a little bit of mixed feelings. Yeah. Yes, we're getting behind Bafana. You know, we pray out for them to have success in this tournament. I think the country is crying out, you know, needs that feeling of success from Bafana. Everyone comes behind, supports Bafana all the way. But on the other hand, preparations have been good in terms of football, although the results haven't been the most desired, yeah. You know. So we're at a situation where, you know, we are on the edge. We don't know exactly how Bafana is going to turn up going into the tournament. First game on Saturday. So, but we hope that they'll turn on the magic come Saturday and go all the way in the tournament.
Now, we love to refer to, as I did just now, the glory days. 1996, we lifted the African Cup of Nations trophy. It was a wonderful era for South African sport in general. There was such a huge drive behind that sport. Should we be comparing this team to that team, or should we leave the past behind us?
Yeah, it's kind of unfair to compare, you know, the generation of 96, you know, great caliber of players, exciting players, very experienced players, international players.
10th in the world.
10th in the world, you know, a lot of them playing for some top teams in Europe. So if you look at Bafana at the moment, you know, football has changed so much over the years. Yes, history is there, you know, for us to refer to in terms of successes of the country and where our football comes from. But at the moment, still a lot of work to do for Bafana. So I think it's a bit unfair, you know, to compare this generation of players with the 96 group.
I think we can almost compare the coaches, though. If you look at the Clive Barker era and how brilliant he was at managing individual players, Gordon Eggerson has almost built his career on the relationship he forms with his players. He understands the South African mindset. He is creating a culture with this team that we haven't seen for a while.
No, definitely. I mean, Coach Gordon is a great coach, you know. Like Clive Barker, great motivators. He knows how to win games, you know. He's won 4 titles with 4 different teams.
Coming from behind to do it, yeah.
Definitely. And you look at the team of, you know, when we won the championship, 2001 with Santos, you know, no one gave us a chance. Very average but experienced teams in terms of the media outlook. But Gordon managed to turn Santos around and bring success. So definitely in terms of player relationships, great coach, great motivator. He knows how to win games. That's one thing I know of Coach Gordon.
I'm sure Santos is hoping to get back to those glory days themselves. Looking at the player makeup now, Bongani Khumalo at the helm, what do you make of him as the man who has got to lead our campaign?
Yeah, look, Khumalo has done a great job at Supersport, you know, leading that team to 1 or 2 titles. We know that. Going overseas is taking a little bit of a knock, you know, in terms of not featuring too much at Tottenham and eventually being loaned out. He's a great leader. In terms of what we've seen through these games, you know, one would love to see him imposing his leadership skills on the team, you know, inspiring the team, edging the guys on when the going gets tough, you know, him really vocally coming out, you know, in leading the team. In the mold of Lucas Radebe, who we've seen, you know, through his experience through the years, going on to lead Leeds United because of his ability to spare the team on through difficult times. Yeah.
How much of a loss is Steven Pienaar? You know, I think we know in terms of his ability, he is undoubtedly the best player that South Africa has produced in many years. How much are we going to miss him?
I think we're going to miss him a lot, in my opinion, definitely. You know, you look at the Bafana midfield, creativity is still a question mark at this point. But more so for me, the experience. You know, Steven is a very, very intelligent player, very experienced player. You know, he can see things that other players can't see on the park out there, you know. So with Majoro, with Mpela making some good, clever runs, you need a player who can pick them up at the right time. You know, at international level, everything is down to the moment and timing, you know, of the pass, of that killer pass, you know, to get in behind the opposition. So Steven, definitely.
A big loss. Well, let's hope the likes of Shaba can step up and fill those boots. We need a bit of creativity in the midfield. David, we're going to be chatting to you a lot, I think, over the course of the next few weeks. Enjoy the opening game against Cape Verde. Let's hope we kick it off with a win. But thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thanks, Graham, and thanks for the opportunity again.
And all the best to Santos this season.
Great.
All right, we're going to take a very quick break. We'll continue with a fantastic Wednesday morning. Go and recharge your coffee cup. The feel-good vibes return in a moment.